Recognize Senator Jackie Dingfelder.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, since 1989, Oregon has required that when a property containing a domestic well is sold, the well must be tested for nitrates and total coliform bacteria, and the results reported to the Department of Human Services. The department uses this data to monitor general status and trends in domestic wells, as well as to help identify potential areas of concern for these contaminants. This bill, Senate Bill 739, will add arsenic to the list of contaminants that must be tested in domestic wells in Oregon. Arsenic is a common element in groundwater supplies in Oregon, and many Oregonians may be consuming arsenic on a daily basis in their drinking water. According to the latest report from the U.S. Geological Survey, 20% of all private wells tested nationwide contain contaminants at levels high enough to pose health concerns. One of the most frequently found contaminants in these wells was arsenic. This is particularly troubling since exposure to even low levels of arsenic over long periods of time increases the risk of internal organ cancers. While public water systems must regularly test for arsenic and then report those results to the Department of Human Services, there's no such requirement for individual home wells. Drinking water from domestic wells is not regulated under the Safe Drinking Water Act, nor is the National Primary Drinking Water Regulation for arsenic applied. However, colleagues, as many as 600,000 Oregonians, or about 16% of our population, rely on domestic wells for drinking water. So to address this problem, Senate Bill 739 will require that the seller of any real estate that includes a domestic well have the well tested for arsenic upon accepting an offer, and then submit the results to the buyer as well as to the Department of Human Services. This is important for gaining and disseminating public health information. When DHS learns of contaminants in wells at levels above safe standards, it's able to recommend specific treatment techniques for a particular area. There is no requirement that a well owner must perform an environmental cleanup if an unsafe level of arsenic is found. This bill is solely intended to address public health concerns by learning where any unsafe arsenic levels are in Oregon and help well owners treat their drinking water for arsenic. Senate Bill 739 has no fiscal impact and will help protect the health and welfare of Oregonians. I urge your aye vote.